Okay, first live. Here we go. Hold on. I think this is the right way. Okay. Sorry, this is my first live. And you know how with YouTube you usually you record videos this way, but it told me to turn my phone this way. So this is different. I had my phone set up the other way. Hey, can you hear me? Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, I am gonna get started. I am Trey. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today we're gonna do a mommy chat while I do my laundry. Well, I'm also gonna share my load of the day that I do every single day. So I'm gonna I have my computer here because I have my notes, but I'm gonna be here and I'll stand up since it is, no, I'm gonna sit down. Hello. Okay. Hi, Bree, how are you? Okay, I'm gonna sit down, but I wanna see if you can still see me. Here we go. So I have my basket and I saved a couple of loads because I knew I was gonna do this live. So here's my load of the day. What I do, I'm gonna dump this out. Dump this out and then get started. But I have this dumped out. I have 3 baskets. So the pink basket is my daughter's basket. The dark blue is my middle son. It's my oldest son. Well, he's my middle child. My middle, and then my baby. And I separate these baskets, and then I start to put the clothes in the basket. So that's what I'm doing, and we're gonna chat. I have notes here because I don't want to be scatterbrained and be all over the place. So today we are doing a mommy chat, and we're gonna first start off by talking about hi everyday, Will Takesha, how are you? Thank you for being here. So today we're gonna talk about time management tips. I first will give you a little background. I'm Trey. I have been a homemaker, stay-at-home mom. What do they call? What's another name for them? Home engineer, whatever they call. All the different names. I have been home with my kids since 2015, and it has been a journey, and I have learned so much along the way, and I'm here to share and hopefully make it not a hard journey for a new mom who might be on this journey. And again, while I'm doing that, while I'm talking, I'm separating their laundry. What I do with their laundry, that has been helpful. I've been doing this for about a year. I'm not folding it. I'm just putting it, this is my Mason's. I'm putting it in his basket. I'm good. So glad to be here. I've been home 4 times in 2019. I love it. I love it so much. It's the hardest job that I've ever done. The hardest job, but it is the most fulfilling, the most rewarding job that I've ever done. So I started staying home 2015. I worked at an insurance company and I loved it. Then we went to a Beyonce and Jay-Z concert in Chicago. And my husband interviewed while he was there. And I was such a negative wife. I'm like, you're not going to get the job or whatever. It doesn't matter. And he got the job, y'all. He got the job. And I was like, oh. So he gets the job. And I was like, it's okay. I love my job. We're going to do a long distance marriage. That's what I thought. And we did do that for a few months. And then it turned into like, I don't like this. I miss my husband. It was so hard. Yes, I wonder what insurance company you were. I guess I don't know if we're supposed to say that, but yep, I was working at an insurance company, and I just started to see, I felt like God pushing me away from the company because my daughter got sick and my husband was in Chicago, and this company that I was getting really good reviews at, I was like top of the class, moving up the ladder. they wouldn't let me go get my baby. And I was like, but my baby's sick. And I started to realize like they don't really care about me. And I'm literally doing a long distance marriage for them. They don't care about me. Who is this? Five. This is Cameron. So I was like, okay, Lord, I hear you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Keisha. That was okay. Blah, blah, blah. Let me start over. I'm doing a live because I hit 1,000 subscribers and I wanted to celebrate with y'all by doing a live. So I just appreciate y'all so much for being here. Oh, you said you worked at Progressive. Um, in the Tampa Bay area, though, they don't care. Unfortunately, my moment of having a miscarriage and needing the time off, and they told me, yeah, they. I'm so sorry to hear about that, but they don't. They didn't care, and it was so hard because I'm like, I need to be with my family. My daughter needed me, and they were like, nope, you can't leave. And so, coming off of work, I've always worked. I've worked since I was 16. So now you're telling me I can't work. I can't just bring in money. I can't just go to I was always going to the store, buying my daughter stuff. I kept my nails done. I'm like, now we have to step back and we have to budget. And and overall, I think it was for the better. I think we had to learn. I think it was a learning curve for me, and I think it was good. So, anyways, 2015, I finally moved to Chicago with him after kicking and screaming and fussing and fighting. I was like, I don't want to go there. It's cold. And I went, and it was hard. The first few months, I moved up there in March. But the crazy part about it is I moved up there in March, but like up until like June, I was going back to Tennessee every other week. Me and my daughter, because she flew free and the flights were like $60. Flight money has changed, but we did that, and here I am now. I have learned so much on this journey, and it's been fun. It's been good. I love stories like this. Thank you. Hello, Just Beverly. Thank you for being here. I'm doing laundry and I'm celebrating 1,000 subscribers, and I want to celebrate with y'all. So I am doing my laundry while we have some mommy chat. So I'm talking about time management first. That's the first thing. I feel like that was the most important thing. And let me know what you think. Every day, Takesha, let me know what you think. I feel like the biggest struggle when I first started staying home was time management. Because when I first became a homemaker, I thought I had all this time. I thought, oh, I'll get to just sit and be with my baby all day. And that was not the case. I felt so overwhelmed because I'm like, what do I do with all this time? Call you Keisha. Okay, Keisha. I got two Keishas on here. I felt so overwhelmed because I thought I had all the time in the world, but I didn't. Like the day would just go by so fast, and I would look up and I have not done anything. So the first thing I had to learn was getting better with my time management. That meant cooking dinner. I can't start to make dinner at 6 o'clock, because if I start at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna realize I need an onion or I need garlic, and then I have to go to the store, and then now we're eating at 8 o'clock instead of at 6 o'clock like I wanted to. So learning how to manage my time, especially around nap time, because we all know you do not interrupt kids while they're napping. And so that I had to learn. And this is kind of where, like I said, I've been home since 2015 with the kids. I just picked up this load of the day thing, and it has been a game changer. I picked it up last year, and what I do is I usually just have one load of the day. I'm separating it. I'm separating the baskets. I'm separating the baskets, and I am putting their clothes in it. And then what I do, and I'm going to take y'all with me, is I take the basket and I take it to their room and I fold it and put it in their drawer. That load of the day is done. Tonight, I'll put another load in, and it'll go from there. And in the morning, I take that load out the washer, I put it in the dryer, and I take it out the dryer in the morning, and I put it away. I saved these because I know I was doing a live today. So I saved these. Um, yes, you have to learn how to completely restructure your days. It is such a task, but we get there. The next thing I'm going to talk about is finding a supportive community. So I was at home in a town I had never lived. I had never lived Midwest. I had never even been Midwest until the concert. So I'm living in this place I never lived around people who do not look like me. Like no one looked like me. And I'm doing something I've never done before. I've never stayed home. I have worked since I was 16 years old. And so I had to find a community, whether that be church, whether that be um just walking outside, whether it be at my kids' school. And so at the time, I only had my daughter. So I Googled, Google is my best friend. I Googled mom groups in my area. And this was before like Facebook had a lot of groups. So I Googled mom groups in my area, and there was a group called Moms. Moms Offering Mom Support is what it stood for. And I went, and I was the only woman of color, and it was fine. I just was like, man, so I started engaging with these women, and I wanted to know more about the area. So they, took me to the libraries, taught me all about, um, yeah, it is. It's crazy when you're the only one that stays home, especially when the others don't understand the life. It's so hard. And so I wanted to find other women who understood, who didn't judge me, who weren't like, honey, I never stay home, blah, 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 blah. It was so hard. And I would always go to these family gatherings where everybody's judging me for staying home. And then I go around people who don't look like me, who are like, so what did your husband do? And I'm just like, I just want to be friends. So we got there. I really enjoyed the group. I moved up in that group, and I start being the person bringing other mom friends. And anytime I would find moms that look like me, I'd be like, come on, girl, I got a group. And I would just go places. And like if I went to the park, because I learned about more parks hanging with these moms, and they were super sweet. But I would go to more parks, and I would find mom friends. I'm a person, I'm very extroverted. And I like being around people. I like helping people. I like supporting people. And I would go to the park, and I'll see a mom and she didn't have mom friends. I'd be like, come on, girl, come be our mom friend. And so I ended up getting the role as the recruiter. Like I was, I was the recruiter for our mom group. They had a treasurer, we had a president, we had events, and so I was the recruiter, and then I was bringing on people. So we started doing more activities, getting to know, even kind of like going out of our little town and exploring. I would find other activities for us to do, especially like in Chicago, where they had like free days at the zoo, at the aquarium. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. I'm gonna put them on right here so I can see them. I don't know how to do that. Okay. Eh. Yep. So, what do you do for a living? Always, Keisha, right? It's always, so what do you do? And I'm like, you don't see this kid running around here? And then I was like, I'm sorry, I have water. Mm. And then I thought, okay, maybe it's time for me to go back to work. Andrew and that's because and then I was like, oh, it's time for me to go back to work. Then I got pregnant with my second son, and I was like, and the thing about this group is they were so supportive. They did something called a meal train. I had never experienced a meal train, and I was like, what is this? Y'all are feeding me? And they really did. Like they set up a meal train, and it was probably like 14, 15 of us. So for like 14, 15 different days, somebody brought a meal. They either ordered something and had it shipped, or one friend, she didn't cook it, she just bought chicken. So all I had to do was put it in the crock pot, and she had all the ingredients with it. Then I had another friend who brought me buttered chicken, which I had never had, like the Thai dish, the buttered chicken. And it was delicious. She made it. She had the vegetables already cooked. it was just such a wonderful thing, and I was super thankful for that community that I had just like kind of like God had blessed me with. And so I'm super thankful. So I think that helped on the journey because I felt alone. I really did. I felt alone when I first started staying home, and then I'm like, oh, I made friends. The second thing, no, that was already the second thing. The third thing is nurturing relationships. So kind of going with that, building the community, it's also nurturing the relationships that you build. So getting involved, not just in my circle, but getting involved in church, um, so I can meet more people and nurturing relationships with my kids. So getting involved in their preschool so that they see me, so they see, because my daughter in her class, she was the only little girl that looks like her. She's the only little girl with puffs. And I went to her school just to kind of show like, hey, her mom is here. And because they would mix her up. It was one other one at the school. This is the school, y'all. And so they would get her mixed up. And I'm like, no, I'm her mommy. And we would, I would offer support. And I think that when it kind of like help them let their guard down. Like I'm here to support and be a helper and not just be a taker. I have a heart for serving. I love to serve. I love to. Oh no, your shirt got pinked. So yeah. So offering, nurturing the relationships, and it also helped with my kids feeling like, oh, mommy's there, mommy's here. And nurturing the relationships as a stay-at-home mom is hard. It's hard because you feel like you don't have a lot of time because you have like 50 tabs open, right? And so you're constantly like, okay, what's next? What do I need to do next? And it felt good being around people who get it, who are also who also have like 50 tabs open. Um Hello, Mama Knows Learning. And my number one goal for YouTube is the positive image of the Black family because I don't like how we are portrayed on social media. You being there for your kids is hard, but so worth it. I agree. I 100% agree. I want to see more like Black families being portrayed in a good light because it's honestly not. And sometimes I was just doing the devotion about this. We don't really realize our purpose, um because this is me, I'm talking for me. Sometimes you feel like your purpose is supposed to be something so big, so grand, like I'm supposed to start Amazon or start YouTube. And sometimes your purpose is your gift may be motherhood. Your gift may be, but how can you monetize motherhood? And I think, and how can you shine God's light in that? And so that's what I'm learning to embrace is, yes, I really do like cleaning. Like I really do. And so my sister-in-law who's on here, also my mentor, also has been like pouring into me. It was like, okay, you like this, but do this and like help. I want to help. I can help people because some people watch the cleaning videos and they're like, I really enjoy this. And so that's the goal. I always want to be helpful. But if I can help people while also doing what I love to do, which is cleaning up, which is homemaking, which is being with my family, why not? And again, that's nurturing those relationships. Um, yes, you're talking to for me. How can I shine God's light in motherhood? I love that. Yes, that's the goal because we all have a gift. We all have a talent. And I was saying, even with that, another way supporting my building relationships in my friendships was I had friends who had different talents. I have friends who cook like chefs, and then I have friends who don't like to cook. They do enough to like make the food, make the meal, but they're like, I need ideas. Um, 1 second, buddy, okay? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Can I see it in just a second, my love? Okay. But another, like building those relationships. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. My son just came into the room. Hold on. Let me read. Okay, take it back downstairs, okay? And I'll be in just a second, okay? I'll be right back. I can't wait to see it. And yeah, those that don't like to clean up. And so what we would do is we would like trade off. So I'm a person, I get overwhelmed really easily. And so I'll tell you, my friend was the one who told me about do one load a day. I like to clean. Laundry was not my favorite thing because it just seemed overwhelming. And she's like, okay, let me tell you how not to make it overwhelming. Do this, do a load a day. And I was like, oh. And I'm also a person, I don't mind, teach me. I like to learn. I kind of like to be told what to do. So she offered me that and I did it, and there's no looking back. But she was also the friend who I would share meal ideas with. So I think it's knowing that we all have gifts, we all have talents, and there are ways to support and love on each other in that. And because even in our gift of motherhood, that's a gift, that's a purpose, and just shining that light in that. So she helped me with that, and we would like kind of help each other. I get overwhelmed with decorating. Like I love to see nice family rooms and kitchens and dining rooms. I love it, but when I go into Home Goods, when I go into TJ Maxx, I'm like, ah! So I would go with my friend who is good at that. But if you bring me to your house and you're like, hey, I can't quite figure, I'm like, oh girl, I can clean that in 15 seconds. I can clean a bathroom in like 15 minutes. So helping each other and learning that our gifts, it's okay. In this book that I am doing, she said it, the way God uniquely made you is a clue as to what he wants you to do. Nothing about you is a mistake. Nothing about you is a mistake. And I was like, are you talking to me? Because I thought that being just this homemaker was kind of like, and tell me in the comments if you think this, but I just feel like homemaking and being kind of domesticated is kind of frowned upon. Like wanting to be home with your family is kind of frowned upon. That's just what I get. Like that's the vibe I get. Like women who want to stay home, or not just stay home, but women who want to be with their kids, it's kind of like, you know, like no, I'm not just staying home. Thank you, Keisha. So it's kind of frowned upon, and I just wanted that to change. Like I didn't want to sit, and I was trying to change who I was because I thought, oh my gosh, it's not a good thing to want to be a stay-at-home mom. It's kind of frowned upon. So I need to change and be this other type of person. And that's not true. My family values it. My husband, my kids, they all really and truly value it. So the next thing, so nurturing those relationships, balancing responsibilities. I'm still working on that. Keisha would tell you I am still working on balancing the responsibilities, because I will honestly say I try to put so much on my plate, so much, because I struggle with feeling like I'm just staying home. I might as well fill my calendar to the brim, and that's not. I was trying to prove that I'm worthy. If I sit still, if I'm not doing anything, then I'm just a stay-at-home mom. And I'm like, no, I need to be on PTA. I need to be the Girl Scout troop leader. I need to be the class mom. I need to be the sports mom. I need to be I need to be the helper. I need to be all these things. I need to be the work in the church, not work in the church, be the volunteer at church. I need to be at the school every time they need a volunteer, because I was feeling like if I sit, people are gonna really think that I'm not a good stay-at-home mom. So I was trying to, I was filling my schedule up, I'm working on it. It is a work in progress. I was filling that schedule up because I didn't want to seem like I was not a good stay-at-home mom. Yeah, people think that you're lazy. Yes, homemaking is very frowned upon. My mom could not understand it. That's another story for another day, but our elders do not understand it. Yeah, people think that you don't do anything all day. I like this Keisha you're speaking of. She's amazing. Except my washcloths, I do go ahead and fold because it's not a lot of those. But I'm sorry, I'll get distracted and start talking, y'all. But let me go back. I was trying to fill my schedule with all the things to prove that I was a good stay-at-home versus balancing it. I don't have to be at the school every day. I don't have to put in 40 hours. I need to also take time to figure out what I'm doing. I need to also take time to work my business. I need to also take time to work my marriage. And I feel like that was a hard part for me because I thought, okay, this is the season where everybody goes first because I'm doing what I enjoy. You know, have you ever felt like this where you feel like if I'm enjoying something, then it can't be right? Like I thought this hustle and bustle life was like life is all about hustling and bustling. Like if I'm not tired by the end of the day, then what did I do? And that's just how I grew up. So that's not right. Don't live like that. You do not have to be and again, Keisha talks about this too. Y'all have to follow her, Nikisha Wynn. She talks about why you want to be so tired. And I'm like, I don't want to live that struggle life. I don't want to anymore. And I am relieving myself of that. This is Cameron's. Because being so tired just to prove that you are enough, you're already enough without working yourself to the bone. So I'm learning that. That's something I'm still working on. If you're good at that, I would love to hear in the comments how you doing it. How you this is Mason. And then the last thing is I want you going from that, you are qualified. You are already valuable. You're already important. You're already loved. You're already magical and mighty because of what you bring to your family, because of what you the generational curses you already broken. Sometimes that was something else I was talking about with a friend. I was just like, man, there's so many things. I want to make sure my kids don't have to pay for college. I want them to not have student loan debt. I want so many things. And we're looking so far ahead and not even appreciating the things that you've already broken. They have a house where they've never known to not have lights and water. I'm like, oh, that's a curse. That's major, small to some, but major. Like if you did grow up like that. So, I retire my day at 6 p.m. every day. That's amazing. Retire your day at 6 p.m. I need to get there. And so I do have I have an alarm on my phone. And that goes back to the time management. I have to keep alarms because I will start something. And we all know this life. You'll be getting the laundry. Then you'll see, oh, let me get this blanket and fold it. Oh, I got to take the blanket downstairs. I get downstairs. Oh, it needs to be vacuumed. After you vacuum, you unplug it and you see, oh, this is a sock. I need to take it back upstairs. Oh, and then next thing you know, you got nothing accomplished. You're just running fast in circles. And so I have to set timers, like mental timers, and I will talk to Alexa all day. Alexa, send me a 5-minute timer. And she'll set that timer. And in the mornings, I get an hour. It's my power hour. And I get an hour of cleaning. Whatever doesn't get done in that hour will get done later on. But I set a timer and get it done. And once it's done, I start on the next thing. I do my devotion in the morning because if I do not, my days feel off. If I do not spend time in the Word, my days just feel off. And I had been kind of sleeping in later because I was staying up really late. And I was not doing my devotion. I was like, yeah, my days, what's wrong with my days? And I reevaluated what I was not doing. I do a power hour too. It's working for me. Yes, I love the power hour. And that's usually when I put the laundry that I've taken out the dryer. That's when I put that away. I vacuum, I sweep, I get the kitchen cleaned from just like the breakfasts and making lunches. And it's not usually this much laundry, and I just put it all away. So I love that power hour. But at 6 p.m., I have my timer set for start dinner. It literally says start dinner because we want to eat by 7, and I need to get it started. I'm sorry, I'm checking sizes. But yes, so all that to say, you're qualified. You made a schedule. Your house runs smoothly because all you do, and the wisdom you have, and the purpose that you have, and you keep walking in that. And I'm so overjoyed to meet other moms who are in this field, who are in this life, because they get it. And my goal for this page is so that moms don't feel alone. And if you enjoy cleaning, some people don't, but that's okay. If you enjoy it, I want this space to be a safe space for you. I want, when those that do enjoy cleaning up, who do enjoy cooking, who do enjoy like homemaking, I want them to have a safe space. Because I feel like there's enough space for those who, I'm not gonna say hate the homemaking life, but the ones who are always like, I'm gonna do this. I'm climbing the biz. I'm climbing my corporate ladder. Climb it. And that's all I was like, just climb it. Go be the best corporate ladder. I just don't feel like that was my calling. That was my purpose. I don't feel like that was the direction. And my prayer lately has been, Lord, your direction over my decisions. Lord, your direction over my decisions. Because I choose what I think I'm supposed to choose. And it's like, that's not even the direction you have me going in. And y'all, I did not want to be a homemaker. I did not want to stay home. I was like, no, that's not what women do. And I ain't gonna be letting no man control me. But that was the narrative I was fed. Because if you stay home, your man control you. Hold on. I do enjoy cleaning, but I cannot record myself cleaning all the time. I get in the zone and forget to turn off. Girl, I'm over being a working mom. I'm ready to be home with my babies again. You got this. Yes, it's writing that down in my journal. Yes, I'm writing it down in my journal. My husband had to drag me home. Yes, it was so hard. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And then I loved it. And I was like, oh. And I didn't love it because I got to just make my own schedule. I loved it because I loved, when I first started staying home, the flexibility my husband had. He was able to climb the corporate ladder because he had a wife who could get the kids. When I did work, me and him would constantly battle over if my daughter got sick. It's like, well, no, I'm not taking off this time because I want perfect attendance. Or he didn't want to take off. And so then we're like, okay, who's taking off? So now it's like, if she's sick, he knows I'm gonna hold it down. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey. And the 5 things, like the biggest things I said: time management, finding a supportive community, nurturing your relationships. Another way, and this just came to me, I'm sorry. Another thing that helped in nurturing relationships is spending the time with my kids. I'll be honest and say I had fell off on this. I was loud and proud. I come from we are the same person. Keisha, we are the same. I come from a lineage of strong, independent women. How dare I? Oh, and they let me know. Let me. I come from a lineage of strong, independent women. So staying home, depend on a man. Are you crazy, girl? So that was a whole thing. That's another topic for another day. I like these lives. If I can get it together, we'll do another one and we'll chat about that. But this is Cameron. So that nurturing relationships. So learning to spend time. We do, because my husband also moved up quickly after I came home. Yes, because they have that flexibility. Like they have that not freedom, but they have that ability to kind of like be more available because they don't have to worry about all the other stuff at home. They don't have to worry about being at daycare right at 6. They don't have to worry about, oh, if I don't get home, who's gonna make dinner? They don't have to worry about all that stuff. They just know all they worry about, and not saying that that's all they worry about, but all they worry about is just getting to work, getting it done. So I love that freedom that it opened up for me. And I also feel like I did have somebody speak this over me, that I have a gift of motherhood. And I accept that and I receive that. And I'm like, okay. So I let me walk in that. Let me walk in that gift, because I feel like he made me this way for a reason. Um but another way to nurture relationships, something that I have been doing with my kids, and I will say that I fell off during the holidays. I had a hysterectomy surgery in December, so right before Christmas. So I was kind of down for the count. And my kids, Mondays, what we typically do, Mondays are my Masons, because his name starts with M. So, hi Trey, please try out some. I don't know. We I'm sorry, thinking. We Mondays Masons, and so when it's time to get ready for bed, we will do a story time at night. So what we'll do, we always read a story, we always do a devotion, and we say our prayers. And so Monday I made that Masons night. So we spend an extra 15-20 minutes, and I let him just sit and talk with me. He reads me a story before he could, because he's 7 now, but before he couldn't read. And so I would read to him, and then we talk. How was your day? What you feeling? Then Tuesday is my daughter's day. And then Wednesday is my baby boy's day. And we would just sit and talk. And it's just, again, working on those relationships, because we can be so busy in our businesses, in our life, that we don't take the time to work on those relationships, because we just feel like our kids don't, we know that they need us. We know that they need us for food. They need us for clothes, stuff like that. But they also need us emotionally. And so that was something that we started doing. I wish I had the book right beside me, but I don't. But there is a book, and I'll link it in the description box. But there's a book that my daughter has, and we write letters to each other back and forth. And it's like a little journal, and the book has prompts. So one of the questions is, Mommy, what was hard for you when you were in my grade? So she's in 4th grade. And then I ask her, there's a page for me and there's a page for her. And so her page for me says, Mommy, what was hard for you when you were in 4th grade? Well, she puts her grade. And then my page has, what's hard for you this year? Like, is it math? Is it making friends? Is it feeling like she's learning now? She's starting to have her own little style, which I love. And I told her she was better than me, because I've never had style. Because stuff that I thought was cute, I would always get, that's not cute, that's ugly. And anyway, so she is so good about picking her own style. Like, she's such a little fashionista. And I'm like, I love that for you. I said, I struggle with feeling comfortable and feeling confident in what I wore, because I was never validated in that. And so, yeah, I love this. I love the one-on-one time. We are working on that even more, because like I said, in December, I fell off because the holidays. And then also the elf, the elf on the shelf. Yes. Oh, you love the idea. It's really, I have to share the book. It is such a cute book. I will link it in the description box. And I think that was it. So, but the thing is, finding time for a spouse, and I would love to hear your comments on that. Where do you fit that in when you're also fitting in all the kids and all their activities and all the things? So where are you finding time? And then where are you finding time to fit you? How are you celebrating you? I used to get up before I had the surgery on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So since Illinois, we have moved to Georgia. Now we're in Georgia, and I love it. It's warm. The sun is shining. Like, the sun shines. In Chicago, anybody who is from there, the sun does not shine from like October to May. You're trying to find that balance too. It's hard. The balance is hard. But we got this. We're going to work on it together. And I'm slowly but surely, I'm figuring more things out. I'm learning to let some things go. Some things just have to go. Some things can't be on my plate. So that's what I am having to do, is let some of that stuff just be free. Because it's taking a toll on my mental, it's taking a toll on how the heaviness I feel sometimes, and I'm anxious because I'm trying to do too much in 24 hours, and I am not God. Social media is what I am slowly walking away from. I understand that. I set a timer, again, talking to Keisha. I set a timer on my Instagram, because you get on there and you'll just scroll and scroll and scroll, and it's not even like fulfilling. Like I like this space. I like YouTube. But that other one, I'm like, this is so heavy. You're constantly like comparing, and I talked about this today with a friend, like you're constantly comparing, like, oh my gosh, this person is doing this extravagant thing, this person is doing that, and you're looking at yourself like, wow, I'm not doing enough. And it's not a good place to be in. Girl, hours go by so fast. I'm sticking to YouTube and TikTok. Same, Keisha. Social media was taking too much of my time. And it was funny because I was talking to Keisha and I was like, I just don't know where my time goes. And it's like, yeah, you done set it. I set the timer on my Instagram, so it on my phone, so my limit is an hour a day. That hour was gone by 2 p.m. And I was like, this is crazy. And it's not like I was just it was over time. But I set that limit and I did not get back in it because I was like, that's where my time is going. So setting timers is a huge. Oh, it smells so good. Setting I'm sorry. Setting timers is a huge help. Um, like I said, I'm still separating this stuff. This is all their whites. But it is figuring out time management was the biggest help. Um, YouTube is my favorite. I love YouTube, baby. I can't wait for us to YouTube famous at a coffee bite. I love you. I love you, Alyssa. She cracks me up. Um, yeah, I really do like YouTube because I feel like it's real. I feel like a lot of stuff on the other space is kind of curated. And that's where I often feel like less than, but people can't make you feel less than unless you allow them to. So some people are not even trying to make you feel less than. So that's something I have to personally work on. That's not their job to make me not feel less than. But what I can do is remove myself from that space less and less and less. You know, if you go somewhere and you're like, somebody's not nice to you, like, why would you stay there? Doesn't make sense. Um, but who is this? I'm almost, see, my pal is almost done. I'm just chatting away. I would move really much faster, but it is protect your peace. That's what I'll say. Protect whatever brings you, and if it's not bringing you peace, you shouldn't stick with it. And I think that's what I'm figuring out about some of the activities that I was doing just to keep myself busy, so I can seem like I am not just sitting at home. Cause I never wanted people to call and be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm at home. Like I wanted people to know, oh, she's out, she's busy, she's not just a lazy stay-at-home mom. But some of the stuff I was doing does not bring me peace. It keeps me busy, but it does not bring me peace. And 2024, I am protecting my peace. I'm all about it. And I've said it before, but I'm for real this time. What are you doing in 2024 to protect your peace? I would love to hear in the comments. What are you doing? What are you letting go? I know some of you say Instagram, social media, anything else. And some of y'all, it could be letting laundry go. I'm not that brave yet. I'll be honest, I'm not that brave yet to let my laundry go. Some people, it would be the cleaning, because some people have cleaners, and I love that. And that's the thing. I don't want to bash anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody be like me. Like, I don't want you to be like me. But if you want help, I want to help you. I want to offer that. If you want support and, hey, I do like cleaning, I just need a better system, I want to offer that support. just like somebody offered it to me. When my friend told me about the one load a day, she wasn't telling me because she thought I was a bad person or I was a horrible homemaker. She was saying it because, hey, I got a better system. I want to help you. And it helped me. So that is something I want to be better about. One, I want to be better about helping. I also want to be better about receiving. And everything is not to hurt me and to harm me. I'm trying to let go of the idea that I always have to be doing something, that it's okay to sit my butt down and do nothing. Yes, you're preaching. You're preaching, because it's okay to sit down. It's funny because I get so upset because I'm moving and I'm cleaning and I'm cooking, and then I'm like looking over, and I would get so mad because my husband is sitting and the kids are just enjoying, they're having fun, and I'm like, but it's because he takes that time to sit. He's like, why are you moving so much? And I'm like, because nothing will get done if I don't do it. And he's like, okay, that's on you. You better sit. And so I have a timer now in my phone to sit, be still, sit. So you're preaching. This is Cameron's too. So no, that is the honest truth. Like, we just stay so busy. And it's funny because I was telling my daughter this, and it took her to call me out. When I grew up, I was always told there's always something to be doing. There's always something to be doing. Always something to be, and that was ingrained in my head. And you have to think, something that you learn, it's hard to break something that you've learned since you were an infant to your 30s. Like, so now I'm 30 and now I'm learning, like, it's not always something to be doing. It's okay to sit. So you're learning, you're having. Someone is at the front door. I'm sorry, Alexa's talking. Somebody's at my front door. My husband will get it. So learning how to, it threw me off. I'm sorry, y'all. Alexa was saying somebody's at the front door. Yes, I feel that. It's a lot of us, girl. Just hiring a house. Hold on. I want to read this. D&D, hiring a house helper. That's my goal. Saying no more. Decluttering. Not over explaining things that work for me. Learning to sit down and not. OMG, I have to stop typing. Read this. Oh, over explaining is a huge thing. And that's even kind of like what I did with homemaking. I always feel like, yes, I stay home and I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this because I want them to accept it. And it's like, it's not their role to accept. If my husband is fine, if my 3 kids are fine, what they say, period. So I just have to walk in that and be okay. So yeah, I love doing this journey. I love being on this journey, and I'm so thankful for y'all. These 1,000 subscribers, it means the world because I just got on YouTube and Keisha was like, embrace what you're good at. Walk in that. You don't have to be. I thought, man, I gotta be a fashion girly, and I'm not a fashion girly, y'all. I thought I had to be somebody that I'm not in order to grow. But she's like, do what you enjoy. And I'm like, I do enjoy cleaning. One day I would love to outsource the cleaning. That's not in the season right now. But one day it will be, and I accept that, and I believe that. But I am doing what I love right now. Because the things that I loved when I was 20 are different than the things I love now at 35. 34, how am I 34? I think I'm 34. So it's all different. And it's okay. I loved getting my nails done every 2 weeks. I was faithful. I knew their name. I knew who I wanted. Now I can't even remember last time I went. It's a lot of us. Can we all just agree that we deserve this life? Keisha sounds like my husband, aka my therapist. So the funny thing, yeah, she's amazing. She is amazing. I'm always like, can you be my therapist too? Like, not just my business coach, but my therapist too. So I just want to say thank you, Keisha. I'm almost done, y'all. But any questions in the comments while I'm here? Like I said, I'm almost done, and I'm gonna just show you what I do with one. I'm not gonna show everybody's, because I don't want to take all your time. We got about 10 more minutes, so I will show you how I put one of the baskets up. Oh, so this is what you can see. They're here. The baskets are here. They're getting full, and then what I do is I take them to the room, and I'll take you into Ava's room with me. But any questions for all 6 of y'all that's here? Thank you for sticking with me. I hope it's been fun. That's my Ava. And with the laundry, like I said, I separate them into the 3 baskets. Me and my husband, we go in one basket because it's our bedroom. I'm planning my next video, meal planning, so I have time. Yes! That's a helpful one. That is so helpful because people need that. That was another thing. Like, I had to learn to plan meals because I was just kind of like winging it by day. And here's another thing that just came to my mind when I said that. I was trying to do everything. Have all the bathrooms clean, have the floor vacuumed, have dinner out when my husband came home. This is when we lived in Chicago. I was trying to have all the things ready, and he was like, yeah, I don't care about all the things being done. So a tip that I learned was asking, okay, what are the top 3 things that make you feel loved when you come home? What are the top 3 things? And his one was, please, if you need something from the store, if you need something from the store, ask me before I get home. But this was before COVID, and he was not working from, now he works from home. But he's like, if you need something from the store, don't wait till I get home and ask me. Because it's frustrating to get home, get comfortable, and then you're like, oh, I need an onion. So I feel like that's an easy ask. So that came with meal planning, Keisha, like you said. The second one was having just a family room. Like, he didn't care about all the bathrooms being clean. He just was like, if the family room is like welcoming and we can sit together as a family, I enjoy that. That makes me feel loved. And the last one was just sitting, because I feel like, oh no, my love language is acts of service. And I felt like, oh, I need to be doing. And he's like, no, can you sit? Can you sit with us? And I'm like, sit down? What you trying to I can't sit down. I don't have time to sit down. And this is Mason's. And that basket is done, y'all. Oh, I got a couple things that fell. This is checking the sizes because all my boys have these white tank tops. So, and I was like, oh, so you don't care that I cleaned 3 bathrooms? He's like, no, I don't. And so I was like, phew. I mean, I still have to clean them, but it's not something I'll have to like sweat and be tired before he was getting home at 5 and 6 o'clock. Let's see. This is Ava Cameron. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show you what I do for Ava stuff. I just heard her fall. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bree, I'm you. I'm glad I'm not alone, y'all, because I thought I was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, I am crazy. There's something wrong with me. Okay, let's go put Ava's stuff away. I don't know can I turn it? Okay, let me show you. So, whoop. The baskets are here. This is Ava's basket. These are the boys' basket. It goes into one room. And then that's me and my husband's, but that'll go into our bedroom. I'm also recording a clean with me. So I can give you a snippet of the bedroom. There's the bedroom, but I'm doing a clean with me in there. So don't mind that. My bed has to be made, but it's not right now. So I'm going to take you into Ava's room with me and show you what I do. This is typically my power hour, but okay. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I am in Ava's room. And where can I put it so you can see? Okay, so here we are. And here's Ava's basket. I'm going to dump this basket, separate it. undies, socks. Socks are here. These are sets, undies. Anything that needs to be hung up. This is pajamas. Pajamas. That's a set. This is a shirt. Pajamas. Pajamas. Pants. Pajamas. Undies. This is socks. Okay. It's all separated now. That was quick. That was probably like a minute. And then I have her pajamas here. And that's how I start putting everything in the pile. So there's the pajama top. Here's the pajama bottom. I get that folded. Go up. Boom, boom. It's like a little hamburger. I'm popping that in the drawer. Let me show you the drawer. Let me show you her drawer. So yeah. So once it's folded, this is the one I just folded, and I just pop it in the drawer, and it's like a little sandwich. So it makes it easier for her to find her pajamas and then to put them away. So it's kind of like the file folder system. So, yep, and that I will finish that up. If you have any questions, let me know, because we're almost done. But I really enjoyed this. This has really been fun. And thank you for not making me feel alone in this journey, because I don't want any moms to feel alone. That's not my goal. I don't want any moms to feel discouraged because they can't figure out a system. The goal is to help share the systems. And your system, here's the thing, your system, my system might not work for you. Your system might not work for me. But if you have an idea, you can tweak it and make it your own. And that's the goal. I like helping my friends, and you're my friend. In any way possible, because again, we all have different gifts. We all have different talents. So that is that. You're never alone, boo. I love you. So yeah, this is Ava. So what I'll do with the boys, I do the same thing with the boys. Here's another thing. Somebody told me to hang up more stuff than I fold. Ava doesn't have a whole bunch of, I'm be honest, this drawer, this whole dresser set is so old. Like, my mom gave it to us. It was my baby sister's when she was like 6, and my baby sister is like 27 now. This thing is old. You see, it's no knobs. Here's the knob. Don't judge me, y'all. This is the knob. But the goal is to get her a new bedroom set. She has this vision, and we're going to make that happen for her. So the pajamas are done. She only has one pair of black pants. I love that the laundry does not pile up on us. I was spending every Saturday piles and piles of laundry just around me, and I felt so overwhelmed. But here are her pants. I fold them the same way. So there, then I take them, I go up, go boom, boom. It's a sandwich. It's in the drawer the same way. It's a little file folder system. And except when she doesn't put them in, right? we have a little file, like, you remember how people that worked at the little stores, they had the little blue thing that you flip. We have that. They don't like to use it. So these things go on hangers. These are undies. These are shirts. And we are done with Ava stuff. And put this one shirt in there. And I will show you her shirt drawer. So same thing. Shirts are in there like a file folder system. These are her shirts that are like, like school shirts, track shirts, different activities she does. But there's her shirts so she can see them. When I had them folded flat, it was hard for her to see what she had. There are her pants. And there are her pants. And again, PJs, undies. And it just helps. It helps so much because we were like looking for stuff. And you know, some people are like, just throw it in the thing, just throw it in there. And I'm like, I can't, because then we're all overwhelmed. Because she's like, Mommy, I can't find this. I can't find. And then we're all stressed out. Now, every Sunday, they pick out their clothes for the week. They get them. I'm a 2 loads a day for my family of family of 6. Yeah, I understand that. That is so good. 2 loads a day. Are you doing tell me about your whites. How often are you doing your, because I feel like the thing that messes me up sometimes is my whites, because I never have enough. So I wait until I have a whole pile, but then everybody's like, I need my tank tops. I feel like that was quick and simple, and all I have to do that for the boys' room. I'm gonna hang Ava's stuff up. I did a closet makeover, well, a closet declutter in her room, in her closet. Let me show you that. And so I'll just hang that stuff up. So there we go. There's her closet. I'm gonna hang these 2 things up. You're right, Keisha. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do your kids throw clean clothes back in? Oh my gosh, Keisha, yes, they do. If they like try, like if she didn't want to wear the sweater. Ava does not like sweaters, and I bought her this super cute sweater, y'all. Super cute. And she's like, I don't want to wear it. It's gonna be itching my neck. Girl, that sweater is so cute. But she loves these little sets. Like these little sets right here. She loves them. I'm gonna take the hanger, put this on the hanger, put the pants on the hanger. And she loves these sets. And I'm like, you can't wear them every day. I'm like, we buy you all these clothes so you can be stylish, and you just want to wear the little set. And I get it, because they're comfortable. She's very much a comfortable, she's not that like, you know, she's not that girl. She's like, I want to be comfortable but cute. But so when she wants to step up, she does, because she got her little first pair of heels this year. But yes, I just hang that up, and I have it kind of in a system where all of her sets are here, so she knows where to look for her sets. And then her hoodies go right here, but that hoodie gets a bigger hanger. Where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. And now we're done with Ava's closet. Like this sweatshirt. This is the exact thing. Like you said, they just throw stuff in the basket because they don't want to hang it up, or they don't want to clean it up. She didn't even wear this. It's just, oh, I want to wear a different jacket. So she just throws in dirty clothes. I'm like, no, that's not what you do. So that is it. That is all. We got that put away. Thank you so much for being on my first live. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. It means the world to me, because I didn't believe, I'm like, me? But I love it, and I love being here with y'all. Y'all are the best. Let me see. Make sure there's no more comments. Let me see. How do I turn it? There we go. Sorry. Do your kids start cleaning? Okay, that's it. So I thank y'all so much. I hope you have a beautiful Valentine's Day filled with so much love. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. And as always, I'm always going to say this. You got this, mama. Have a good day. Thank you, Keisha. Have a good day.